Oki, Ambawastich, Denitara, Tanche, Tansi, and Gwe, everyone. Deloisi Michelle Scott. I am the Director of Indigenous Initiatives at St. Mary's University. Nedanako Anatsa Bopiaki, which means pretty plume woman. I was gifted this Blackfoot name by Charlie Crowchief, owns Big Lodge, from Gaina in the St. Mary's Teepee in August of 2017. My kinship ties are Mi'kmaq and Irish English from Muktahamguk, Newfoundland, and I have been generously welcomed here as a guest in Mohkinsis, or Calgary. St. Mary's University campus sits on land that has a deep relational history and ongoing presence with the Indigenous peoples who have called this place home since time immemorial, the Siksikaitsitapi, the Blackfoot Confederacy, the Siksika, the Gaina, the Bigani, and the Umskapi Bigani. Mohkinsis is also home to the Sutuna peoples, a Dene people who traveled from the north and were signatories to Treaty 7, alongside the Iahe Nakota peoples, the Chiniki, Wesley, and Bearspaw First Nations. This place is also home to the Métis Nation of Alberta, a proud post-contact nation formed from the union of First Nations families and European settlers. As an academic institution, we have a responsibility to honor these long-standing and ongoing relationships, to land and to learn how we can become good relatives here.
Hello, I'm Bishop William McGrattan, the Chancellor of St. Mary's University. Welcome to the 2021 St. Mary's University Virtual Convocation Ceremony. It is difficult once again not to be able to celebrate this convocation as we would normally do. However, I am pleased to have this opportunity to address the graduates of St. Mary's University class of 2021 through this video message. We may not be together in person to mark this tremendous occasion, yet we are united in spirit, and I hope that all of you are surrounded by your immediate family and friends in celebrating this academic achievement in your life. I in no way wish to lessen the impact which the pandemic has had on you as students, as individuals, on your families, and our global community. Yet, the Spirit of God has been at work, teaching us lessons that we will need to learn as a society, creating a newfound vision out of adversity, and fostering that curiosity which inspires us to seek the truth during a very difficult and challenging academic year. In your time at St. Mary's, I'm confident that you have grown in wisdom and in faith, and in your own self-understanding as a person through the gift of this Catholic liberal arts education that you've received. At the root of Catholic education is our Christian spiritual heritage that is in dialogue with the cultural heritage of society and the conquests of science and reason. It is intended to prepare you to contribute to society in a much broader sense, to offer your skills and talents in seeking the common good and in solidarity with others. At St. Mary's University, you have embraced the opportunities to come together and to live and study and celebrate your faith, both in terms of outreach and service, but also in your relationship with God and each other. As you go forward in life, remember that any accomplishments that you may achieve, which result in greater love, will never be forgotten, especially by God. Love is to always will the good of someone else, to first look beyond yourself, and to place the good of your neighbor ahead of yourself. May you always be known for such accomplishments. Now, as you continue your life's journey beyond St. Mary's, I offer you this following prayer. God, ever just, you hear the cry of the poor, you break the power of oppression, and you set the downtrodden free. Change our indifference to compassion, and let the desires of those with abundance make a place for the needs of those who are most vulnerable. Turn our hearts to live the way of the gospel, that peace may triumph over discord, and our justice promote your will in our global world. Grant your blessing upon the graduates of St. Mary's University. We ask this through our Lord Jesus Christ, your Son, who lives and reigns with you in the unity of the Holy Spirit, God forever and ever. Amen. Congratulations, class of 2021. I could not be more proud of each of you. And now, a special rendition of O Canada by the St. Mary's graduate, Brandon Lorenzo. O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Hello, my name is Gary Struther, and I'm honored to be the chair of the Board of Governors for St. Mary's University. While we may not be able to gather in person to celebrate this wonderful moment, it does not diminish the magnitude of your accomplishments celebrated here today. You've risen to the challenges presented to you over the past year and are here today with such class and distinction. We, your university, your family, your friends, are very proud of you. And while we cannot predict what the future may hold, I know that the prospects ahead of you are endless, and I'm confident that each of you are entering the world with the skills, compassion, and commitment to service to truly make your mark on the world. St. Mary's University is your university. You've had a hand in defining St. Mary's University during your time with us. We've been forever shaped by the courage and dedication and sacrifice that the class of 2021 has demonstrated, and St. Mary's is a richer place for it. In academics and athletics, in student activities and in the classrooms, in your service and dedication to your fellow classmates and to your communities, what an impact you've made here at St. Mary's and beyond. To the class of 2021, congratulations. Stay well. We wish you all the best and look forward to seeing the amazing things that you'll do in the future.
Hello, my name is Dr. Jerry Turcott, and I am the President and Vice Chancellor of St. Mary's University. Greetings to the graduating class of 2021 and to their friends and family who are sharing this remarkable achievement. None of us expected for our celebration to look like this, for us to be celebrating virtually and away from our classmates and colleagues, but it's my hope that wherever you are, watching this ceremony, that you are safe, healthy, and lifted by the collective spirit of those who have helped you reach this moment of achievement. A special thank you to the parents, the caregivers, the friends, and the families who are celebrating the achievement of our class of 2021. It's also my hope that you may find a way to let these graduates know how important this moment is, how much we want to be celebrating this moment with them, and how proud all of you are of our graduating class. And graduates, please thank those who have been your supporters, who have been your cheerleaders, and who have helped you make it through this incredible journey. And thank you to the faculty and staff of St. Mary's. I've watched faculty and staff and administrators every day go the extra step to contact a student, to solve a problem, to make a connection, to offer some joy and some hope. And it has truly been humbling to watch. Today is your day, and we gather to celebrate the great accomplishment that is a degree from St. Mary's University. This is our institution's most important ceremony. This is the moment. This is the time. We gather despite distance and world events as a community of scholars and friends and family and faculty, staff and supporters to celebrate this achievement, to recognize your success and confer well-earned honors. Your St. Mary's education provides you with a critical and curious mind, armed with the skills, empathy, and compassion to contribute great things to our world. When you leave St. Mary's, you will become leaders in the communities that you serve. Learning does not stop here. Today, tomorrow, and every day after will provide you with opportunities to take in new facts, unearth new curiosities, and discover new wonders. A special feature of today is that in place of a collective memory, you will have a unique day and take away different stories and personal memories. The quality and types of memories we build are essential to who we are and who we become, including, of course, the memories you have acquired during your time at St. Mary's and of this remarkable day. For all these reasons, you should take immense joy and pride in all that you have achieved so far, because this may be the end of one chapter in your lives, but it is only the beginning of what will be a remarkable story ahead. So congratulations, class of 2021. You made it. God bless.
Hello, I am Dr. Tara Hyland-Russell, Vice President, Academic and Student Services at St. Mary's University. I want to begin by saying how proud I am of our whole university community for our determination, resilience, and adaptability over the past year. Together, we have engaged in new ways of virtual teaching, learning, and flexible work. It is through our strength as a community that we have not only survived this year, but we have thrived. I'm honored to be here today to share in your celebration. And as this year's Dean, Arts and Sciences, I would particularly like to acknowledge the accomplishments of the Arts and Sciences graduates. You have persevered under challenging circumstances and have attained a degree grounded in the liberal arts. In addition to disciplinary knowledge, we have offered you the opportunity to nurture your sense of self as person and citizen, to develop your curiosity, capacity for seeing possibilities, and confidence to find solutions to society's complex challenges. In the words of one writer, to develop a more capacious self with a greater ability to experience the world and creatively respond to it. May you continue to think critically, demonstrate ethical judgment and integrity, and listen deeply to perspectives different than yours. Take the firm grounding you have built at St. Mary's and become a citizen of the world, taking responsibilities for your actions and never ceasing to learn and become ever more deeply human. I now have the deep pleasure in announcing 4 awards to recognize members of the St. Mary's University community who have had a tremendous impact on our institution. The first award of our 2021 virtual convocation celebration is the St. Mary's University Order of Excellence. Your 2021 recipient is Ms. Verna Wright. For the past 15 years, she has fostered collaboration and cooperation through her role as Associate Registrar. She is a role model for coworkers to follow in her devoted service to students. The Dr. David Lawless Award for Scholarly Achievement is given to Dr. Ronald Porter. Our honorees research and grant helped to establish an experimental psychology research laboratory at STMU. This psych lab officially opened for research in January 2020 and incorporates traditional two-way mirrors and an observation room. The next award was established to recognize faculty who have demonstrated outstanding teaching practices. It is my pleasure to announce the winner of the 2021 St. Mary's University Teaching Excellence Award, Dr. Katarina O'Brien. She is passionate and professional, caring and inclusive. From the day she interviewed for her tenure-track position in the English faculty, she wowed her soon-to-be colleagues and students with her breadth of knowledge and comfortable delivery of challenging content. The St. Mary's University Star Award recognizes St. Mary's University students or alumni who have rendered outstanding service to the university and the community, exemplifying the mission and values of the university and working toward a vision of social justice and the common good. I am proud to present the 2021 St. Mary's University Star Award to Juliana Driscoll.
Hello, my name is Dr. Sarah Toomey, and I'm the Dean of the Bachelor of Education program here at St. Mary's University. When you started the program in the fall of 2019, we had no idea that you would be presented with the challenge of navigating what it means to become a teacher during a global pandemic. I want to say how proud I am of all of you. Your resilience, dedication, compassion, and open-hearted responsiveness is what you have demonstrated to your studies, your peers, your schools, and to your students. You are awesome. Congratulations. It is my honor to present the 2021 Honorable Lois E. Mitchell Graduating Social Studies Teacher Award to 3 individuals who have excelled in the classroom and demonstrated a remarkable commitment towards social studies education. Danica Dirksen, Shara Molyneux, Belinda Zeal.
Medals presented at convocation are among the most prestigious of university awards. The gold medal is awarded to the graduate with the highest cumulative grade point average in a Bachelor of Science or Bachelor of Arts degree. With a remarkable 4.0 grade point average, this year's honoree demonstrated the resolve, resiliency, and determination, not only to complete her educational journey, but to thrive in doing so. The dedication and commitment she has shown throughout her degree was also recognized by the Convocation Committee. It is my honor and pleasure to introduce you to the 2021 St. Mary's University Gold Medal Award winner and Class of 2021 Valedictorian, Stephanie Wright.
Okie, hello, my name is Stephanie Wright, and I am very proud to be your valedictorian for the St. Mary's graduating class of 2021. Fellow students, you are graduating today with a hard-earned university degree. There have been many challenges, failures, and successes for each of us, and it is such a relief to finish. I know I felt a huge weight lifted from my back the day after my very last final exam. It matches the weight lifted from my wallet for my first student loan payment. I expect many of you have felt a similar weight lifted. Personally, the stress of picking which pajamas to wear for online classes was really getting to me. In all seriousness, the last year during COVID has been extremely difficult. With such a quick shift to online and a new normal, it has made getting here today a challenge. Our mental, physical, and social worlds have been disrupted, and our capacities have been tested. I congratulate each of you for your perseverance and dedication through technical difficulties, problems focusing on online lectures, mental and social strain, and so much more that we have faced over the last year. It is difficult enough to get a university degree, much less in the middle of a global pandemic. You pushed through. I know I wondered if I could possibly finish my degree with so much change and uncertainty looming over the world. But we made it! I am proud of myself and each and every one of you for making it here today to celebrate the completion of your degree. Despite all the many challenges the last year brought, I think it has also brought many lessons and a few positives. I have learned the importance of the people I am close to, the importance of spending time together, even if that is virtually. I think we all reached a breaking point, but we managed to get back up and keep fighting for what we wanted. I learned to ask for help from teachers, fellow students, and my family. We could all wear pajamas to class, or maybe not even get out of bed. I know I was guilty of this a few times. We got to see our professors' pets, and even cuddle with our own, and we could eat all the loud, crunchy food in the world in the middle of lecture. Shout out to the mute button. As hard as the pandemic has been, it has taught us what a privilege we had in having the St. Mary's campus and community as our home. St. Mary's aims to develop the whole person, mind, body, and spirit, to prepare their students to live with integrity, compassion, and confidence. We are not graduating simply filled with facts. We are filled with life lessons, transferable knowledge. St. Mary's taught us not just what to learn, but how to learn, how to think for ourselves, acknowledge our biases, and push ourselves out of our comfort zone. You can't buy these skills. You need to practice and hone them for life. And St. Mary's has set us up on a firm foundation for continued growth. I was not thrilled when I found out as a biology major I would need to take so many English and history classes to graduate. But looking back on the experience, I am glad I was pushed outside of my own comfortable way of thinking. I learned to open myself to new perspectives and ways of knowing. Especially by being involved in Indigenous knowledge courses and the Indigenous initiatives on campus, I learned to challenge my preconceptions and open myself to different ways of being. I appreciate that most about St. Mary's. This school has helped me to gather knowledge from different disciplines and weave that into who I am and how I learn. St. Mary's also prepares us to be in relationship with each other, which is one of the most important skills we can take away from this experience. Even though we haven't been on campus really for over a year, it is essential that we acknowledge the relational journey we have been on. Campus life at St. Mary's is special because it is about the people and connections, not just the events, clubs, and classes. It is about taking moments in the hallway to chat with someone you're in a class with, but have not really talked to before. It is about talking to a stranger in line at the bistro about how good Tim's banana bread is, and having Tim joke back from behind the counter about never letting that recipe out. It is about collectively being disappointed when a favored professor retires. We miss you, Dr. Hopkins. It is about standing around with friends, eating food from a bake sale, and laughing about the irony of eating pure sugar right next to the gym. St. Mary's is more than just a school. It is a community, and it has become our home. Because of the small nature of the school, we had the opportunity to get to know people on a greater level, and not just other students, but the faculty and staff as well. While I was doing tours and training to be a student ambassador, I remember joking with Peter from facilities about him being a prominent feature of our tour because he is such an important part of campus. He is always there to encourage students and give a friendly smile or a high five. It is people like Peter that make St. Mary's what it is. It is the small moments, and that is what I will miss most going forward. It is hard to say goodbye. Thank you, St. Mary's, for the amazing education, support, opportunities, and encouragement you have provided over the last several years. I thank the staff that have poured their hearts into our development, not just as students, but as developing adults. I thank our amazing faculty for their dedication to our education, to filling our minds, and yet somehow inspiring us to want to learn more. I thank the leaders and administrators that work to make St. Mary's the amazing university that it is, and guide us in a good way. I thank all the people at St. Mary's who put us students first. The degrees we are receiving today signify all the hard work this school has put into us, and all the hard work we have put into ourselves and this community. I also want to thank all the families and friends who are always there for us, for your endless cheerleading, understanding when we had to miss events, giving us pep talks, and reading our papers even when they made no sense to you. Finally, thank you, fellow students, for becoming friends, encouragers, and study partners. I am so proud of you all for your dedication, perseverance, achievements, and personal growth. In the words of Indigenous scholar and botanist Robin Wall Kimmerer, sometimes I wish I could photosynthesize, so that just by being, just by shimmering at the meadow's edge or floating lazily on a pond, I could be doing the work of the world while standing silent in the sun. And wouldn't that be amazing? Just being able to stand still and let our energy pour out as a gift as the busyness of the world moves around us? Personally, that sounds like a nice reprieve from the craziness of the world, from the pressure of being an adult, from the choices I must make about my future, from this pandemic. You may not feel ready for all the demands of the world, but we have been equipped by St. Mary's with skills for life, for critical thinking, openness to different perspectives, and we have learned to be in relationship with one another. We may not be able to photosynthesize and simply absorb the energy of the sun, but I am grateful that we have been equipped to give back in other ways. We can shimmer in our existence because of the life lessons we have learned. We can give back to the earth, to our planet, and to our fellow humans. You are ready for this. So go out and be yourself, shimmer in who you are, and give back to the world in your own unique way. Whatever you do going forward, you will reach great heights, and when you look down, you will see the firm foundation that St. Mary's provided, that you have built upon. Thank you.
Graduates, today you follow in the footsteps of so many before you who have graduated from St. Mary's. I ask you to call to mind the faculty, the staff, and students who inspired you, and remember that this mark of St. Mary's will endure in all of your life's journeys. Now I ask you to turn to whomever you may be celebrating this moment with and thank them for the love and the support that they have provided for you to be here today. We also ask you to participate in a final symbolic action which concludes today's commencement ceremony. Put your caps on. The tassel on your cap should be on the right side. As a graduate of St. Mary's University, you are now authorized to move your tassel from the right to the left, for now and forevermore. Congratulations.
The St. Mary's Honor Song was composed and gifted to us by Frank Turningrove from the Siksika Nation in 2017 as part of our journey of learning to be a good relative. It has become an important way that we honor all of our graduates at our convocation celebrations. It is also a culturally significant way that we can honor our Indigenous graduates, as songs are sung in many Indigenous nations as a way to provide validation or as recognition of rights earned. Honor songs specifically are sung to validate and demonstrate high esteem and respect for an individual or group to recognize their achievements. It is customary to stand for an honor song. If you can, please stand with us in your own homes as we honor the hard work and accomplishments of our St. Mary's University class of 2021 with the recording of Frank and Darcy Turningrove singing the St. Mary's Honor Song.
hey,